right, Greenleaf fans. I mean, the cliffhangers keep going on and on. It's hard to tell because it's almost like each cliffhanger is kind of outdoing the last. Now, Tara giving that phone call at the end while the family's coming together. I mean, literally, it was great to see us reach the halfway point of this final season. And everybody's at the, the dining room table to eat that barbecue. Now, that doesn't mean all the wounds are healed. There are definitely some cracks in the foundation of the Greenleaf household, but they decided, hey, we're not going to Calvary tomorrow for service. We're going to have service here. May is going to lead it. And, Charity comes in spouting about how she quit and how the Phil was begging her to stay. And it's like, right, sure. And then you have the Carissa and Jacob thing, and it's everything going on. But, yeah, I think it was either Grace or Sophie or whoever saying, too bad AJ isn't here, but at least he's with his dad. So hopefully we'll see a few scenes between AJ and his and Noah in the next episode. But we get the phone call at the end, and it's really sad because you have Bishop coming home, reassuring, hey, we cried, we prayed, I almost spoke in tongues. Now let's sit down and eat this barbecue. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was doing the wrong voice. Like, you know what? Don't worry about it, May. We cried, we prayed, I darn near spoke in tongues. Now I just want to sit here and enjoy this barbecue. And you know what? I'm going to go get some ginger ale right now. And he comes back. And he's just like, again, reassuring the family that they're going through rough times, but everything's going to be okay. But then the phone rings. It felt like, again, R. Kelly's trapped in the closet. It's like, ring, ring, ring. Who is calling? James? May says, look at your phone. He says, no. I said, check out the name. So he picks up the phone and sees it's Tara. May says, you better answer that phone right now before I tear this place up. Everybody's looking at Bishop, and he gets up and walks down the door. He says, Tara, what's going on? He says, she wants to talk some more. Okay, I know that was a bad song. I'm not trying to sing, but like I said, I watched Hamilton again this morning, and I got that whole musical vibe going on. But in any case, Tara wants to speak as soon as possible about the house. Now, let me put it this way. I mean, we know that in the preview, May is going to go and talk with Tara herself, but it's just a situation where it's like, I remember as a kid, one time I was trading Pokemon cards with a friend on the school bus. Yes, I'm talking about way back in elementary school days. Those are simpler times, man. I tell you. I was trading him a couple cards, and it's like, I remember I was like, I actually don't like this card. Can I trade back? And like, nah, man, we ain't trading back. Because, that was like an unspoken rule. It's like, no Gibbsy's backseat, so to speak. And it's like, you got to realize the importance of once you've established with someone that things are okay, you can't really renege on that. I believe that's the correct term, renege, and just switch things around. Wait, isn't that a spades term? I don't know. But it's like, so I would feel some kind of way, to go to the location, a rough part of town, and, try to make amends with the daughter of a man who she thinks you had a hand in killing. And it's like, you cry and you pray and everything, and you kind of move forward, because even though it was off screen, the last thing we saw between Bishop and Tar was like, what is it? What is it that I can do to make amends? Like, how can we make this right and move past this together? And, to actually give the impression that everything's okay, but then you give a phone call saying, hey, I want to talk some more, I would feel some kind of way about it. And like, Aaron was saying, factually and based on the evidence, the paperwork, the second will basically cancels out the first. But in terms of public perception and whatnot, like you and May trying to start a new church and then this and that, it probably wouldn't look good if you went to court about it. So I wonder why she wants to talk about the house and what exactly would happen if she tried to get it, because it's almost like Tara is more dangerous than Rochelle and Basie. I know this sounds weird, but usually it's what do they say? It's the tortoise that wins the race. The one who moves slow. And again, a Hamilton reference is like, talk less, smile more. So it's like the tortoise in this situation is Tara, and she might come out on top over Rochelle and Basie, who are on the run, versus her, who might actually win if they went to court legally. So it would be something else if Tara did take things to the height of getting the house, because when you think about it, it's almost as if Job, as I was actually reading through Job last night, and you know, when God just took away everything from him, made him suffer, and then after some understanding, he came out even more blessed than he was before, which I do find kind of odd, because it was like, yeah, he has more children than ever before and whatnot. And can you imagine those kids being like, hey, Dad, Father, didn't you have more children? Yes, well, the Lord and Satan had this game of chess between me and my belongings, and Satan came in and took everything away, and I didn't curse God, so he blessed me even further. So it's like, so there's a possibility we can all die for a game of chess, possibly. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But in any case, if the Greenleafs lose Calvary and they lose their estate, I don't even know what they would do. I guess the spinoff would certainly be based off of that, like the Greenleafs literally starting over from scratch, trying to reestablish themselves in the world. So I definitely feel like we will see some very interesting dynamics between Tara and May in the next episode, because it sounds like May has some secrets of her own. But then again, I've only watched the trailer once. I need to rewatch it a couple times before I do my breakdown. But I really do feel like Tara, did she have a change of heart? Did she decide, you know what, I'm going to get this house anyway? Plus, it's like, you know, even if her and Bishop did make amends, nothing was signed, nothing was on paper. So it's like, did God convict her heart or something? Or does she have like, you know what, it isn't right. I don't think I'm fully over this situation. So I want to talk to see if there's anything we can do money wise or whatever. So, I mean, to be completely honest, even though this wasn't said on screen, what I thought might be the amends that Bishop and Tara worked out would be like, you know, Bishop or, you know, the Greenleafs kind of donating to help her fellowship in her part of town, you know, just kind of run down and all, maybe some money just to kind of build up her church, like, you know, maybe not millions or anything, like maybe a few thousand or whatever, just to kind of, you know, make things a little bit better in that community center she's in. That's what I would have thought would have been the situation, but who knows? We'll find out soon enough. So the Greenleafs are definitely in for a lot of drama right now. I mean, between trying to save the house and, you know, doing what they can to prepare themselves for the upcoming Tuesday, the bulldozers. Grace is just running around like crazy trying to stop the bulldozers, get H&H out of there, then helping with the house situation, then dealing with the AJ thing. So there's a lot going on, and I'm sure we won't be disappointed the closer we get to episode 8, which is the finale. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Like I said before, and like in every video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment your thoughts, follow me on social media, links are in the description. And you don't have to donate, but if you would like to kick a couple of bucks towards the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, on Cash App, or you can join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month.